I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. This is Brown Sugar Commentating. I'm your girl, Kayla. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more videos about black entertainment, black womanhood, whatever I first talk about this week. Alright, let's get right into it. So I thought it's been a cute minute since I did a weekly pop culture wrap-up. So I said, you know, a lot of things happened this week and I have a lot of thoughts. So why the hell not? So let's get into the hot topics for the past week or two, give or take. Okay, so the first things first is that Miss Keke Palmer is having a baby, honey. Okay, my girl Keke Palmer is having a baby, and it's just like, what a great way to top off a very successful year for Miss Keke Palmer. I mean, we have Nope, right? We had Nope come out this year. We had her in the Buzz Lightyear film, okay, and people really recognizing the star that Keke Palmer has always been. And then she gets to host SNL, which she's one of the very few black women to do so. And she freaking killed it. Like, all the skits she was in. It was to reunite Keenan and Kel on SNL for like the first time ever, because I don't think Kel has ever been on SNL, and Keenan has been on there for damn near a decade at this point, maybe even longer. And so yeah, I'm glad that that skit was hilarious. The Drake's Tings thing was hilarious. The Cuffing Season, okay, song with SZA was just excellent. That song has been stuck in my head all week. Okay, and yeah, and then the one where they're like doing, like, you know how dramatic soap operas be. That one was just great, but it just shows you that Keke Palmer is truly a jack of all trades. She does no wrong. It is crazy that she has not been on a show of this nature before. She definitely gives me that she can hold her own in like a variety show, like, kind of thing, because she would just excel at it. But that's just Keke Palmer. Like, Keke Palmer is just amazing. But I'm so happy for her because, you know, she has talked about her having polycystic ovary syndrome, aka PCOS, and a lot of women who have PCOS struggle to conceive. And so for her to be able to do so is truly a miracle, and I love that for her. She's definitely glowing. She definitely seems to be enjoying her pregnancy, which is always a plus, because I'm always wishing safe and happy pregnancies, especially for black women, because, you know, a lot of the times it's not the case. But what I don't appreciate is people weighing their opinions on Keke Palmer and trying to be like, oh, you know, why is she not married, X, Y, and Z? And it's like, what? Who freaking cares? Like, if the girl says clearly she wanted to have the baby because she's having the baby, okay? She's clearly having the baby. She's clearly saying that she wants to be a mom and she's happy. She's 29 years old. That's a pretty common age for women to be having children. And like I said, instead of y'all being happy that this girl is having a baby, and like I said, especially dealing with PCOS, and whatever, and her, like I said, expressing that she is happy and excited to become a mom, you're dampening this moment by being nasty. Like, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up and leave that girl alone, okay? Nothing but respect for my queen, Keke Palmer. It's just so crazy to watch a person grow up, even though she is older than me. But, you know, it just always feels like people that you've watched on television from the time that they're kids to adults, you feel like you grew up with them as well. And so to watch her from Aquila and the Bee to freaking True Jackson VP and Jump In, to all the stuff she's doing now, it's just so great to watch. And like I said, she's just so multifaceted and amazing. And I know it's, like I said, after all the success that she experienced this year, I just know that more great things are coming for Keke, and I love to see it. And going right along off of SNL and all those things, SZA performed. She performed, I believe, Shirt and Blind from her new album, SOS, which came out today. And the girls are excited. The girls are excited. And by girls, I mean me. Okay? By girls, I mean, number one, the performances are great because we already know SZA has come such a long way in terms of live performances, because it used to be rough in the beginning. It was a little rough, but I'm always not one of the people that's going to be too harsh on the girls performing, because I couldn't perform from nobody. So I can't talk too crazy. But like, SZA has come such a long way. But like I said, SOS is off my album. And, you know, it's been a long time coming. It's been 6 years since SZA's critically acclaimed Control came out back in 2016. And I mean, 2016 was such an excellent year for music. Like, every couple of years, great music always seems to come out. Like, it just be something in the water where, like, great projects are coming out back to back, and I feel like this year is one of those years. Like a lot of good projects came out, and you know, I think when it comes to SZA, there's a lot of pressure because how critically successful Control was. I loved Control simply because it was the first album that came out in my 20s where I can deeply resonate with it in real time. Like, I know a lot of albums I enjoy are albums that came out when I was either not born yet or I was a kid. And while yes, I can enjoy them now as an adult, when they came out, either I couldn't relate and I just liked the music because it was just good music, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, for example, one of my favorite albums of all time. When I listened to those songs as a kid, I couldn't relate with those songs. I knew it was a good album, but it wasn't until I got older that I can really like enjoy and really resonate with the lyrics and the music. And so Control was the first album I feel like that I listened to when I was about the age where I was going through a lot of the things that SZA expressed in that album, and I felt seen and I felt validated. And so it was such a great album for me, and I really loved it. And so I was really enthusiastic, as much as everybody was, to see what SZA was going to come out with next. And while she has been coming out with banger after banger, you know what I'm saying, we haven't been completely in the dark when it came to SZA. She's been hinting at music all year, as we waited like 30,000 years to get that shirt song, okay? But I'm glad that we finally got that, honey. But I think that she is not going to go through the sophomore jinx or curse or slump or whatever you want to call it, because, you know, a lot of people, after they have a critically acclaimed album, sometimes the album that follows it usually doesn't live up to the hype. We've seen this a couple of times with like Daniel Caesar and Bryson Tiller, as well as some other folks. So, you know, I think that so far the reception to the album seems to be pretty good. Personally, I have only listened to half of the albums because for me, I like to listen to albums, especially for the first time, in my car. I just like, I don't know what it is, but that's just my ritual. And so because the commute from my house to my job is very short, like 15 minutes short, I didn't get to listen to the whole thing. So I'm going to have to use this weekend to listen to the whole thing. And I think I'm going to give y'all an in-depth analysis and review. So be on the lookout for that for the next like week or two. And then we can discuss for real. The next topic I want to talk about briefly is the fact that y'all need to stop being nasty to JT, okay? So JT recently turned 30, so happy birthday to JT, okay? But she, you know, put her pictures up on the Instagram, and there were some really nasty comments because I believe her hair was, blonde? Her hair was blonde. She looked the frick good. I've already said this. I don't know if I've said this before, but I'll say it here. JT's face card, never freaking declining. What a gorgeous woman. Like, gorgeous. Like, chef's freaking kiss. But how dare y'all see that pretty woman and on her birthday, no less, and be nasty? Like, I just don't freaking get it. But that's colorism for you. So am I shocked? Not really. But it's just like, at what point do y'all just give it up? Just pack it up and go somewhere. Like, please. JT's pretty. End of story. I don't, like, what? But that's just what I have to say about that. The next topic I want to talk about is them Good Morning America anchors real quick, because I never got to talk about it when it was really hot last week, so I want to talk about it now. But for those of y'all that don't know, there were these two anchors, okay, on the Good Morning America 3, which is just like, how many Good Morning Americas do we have? How many? Because I think I've seen the black guy before, but like, I don't remember seeing these people before. But anywho, basically, these two people were married and they were co-hosts on the Good Morning America, and they've been around the world together, okay, very publicly, which is just like, y'all are kind of dumb. Like, how you gonna be cheating and be dumb about it? Like, if you're gonna cheat, be strategic. You're on a freaking television show that millions of people watch every morning. You don't think people are gonna notice y'all? Y'all were even trying to be low about it. Y'all were in public, out and about, going on runs together, eating in the bar together, he was touching on her butt. Like, it's just like, it's giving Ghost and Angela off of Power. Like, what is happening here? What's really going on? Like seriously. But the thing that really gets me about it, or when things like this happen though, it's always like, why are you still married to the person that you're married to? Both of y'all. Because like, you're in a full-fledged relationship with these people. Because it can't be y'all just sleeping together. It gotta be deeper than that. Because y'all are literally carrying on like y'all in a relationship. And it's just like, how could you do all these things with this other person and then go home to your spouse and act like nothing is happening? Like, it's just crazy. Even though people are saying that it is more than likely that one of their significant others probably got a private investigator to film them and get like all this evidence or whatever. But it's just still like, why are y'all carrying on that way? It's just like, at this point, get a divorce. That's just what I believe about the whole thing. It's just like, if I'm married to somebody and I cheat on them, and not even just cheat on them, but cheat on them and have like a full-fledged affair, I'm breaking up with that person. Like, what are you doing? Like, what do you get out of that? It's just always just crazy to me. But anywho, they get caught. They tried to act like everything was normal the next day when they came back to work or whatever, but then like it was too late. And now I think the both of them are fired. And they swiftly, professionally got them a new replacement of that TJ Holmes man. Okay, they got them another another light-skinned black man to carry the mantle. Hopefully he will learn to keep it in his pants. And the other thing about the TJ dude I want to mention was that the fact that he had a black wife, which I was shocked about, even though, you know, she on the light side. But I'm not saying it. I don't want y'all to think I don't want people like some people to be together. I'm just saying, you know, he has a black wife. But I was shocked about that already. Because I thought at the very least he was going to have a white wife and he was just cheating on his white wife with another white woman. But no, it was a black woman. I was like, damn. And then people found him like giving her like a birthday shout out one year, and it was giving very much I'm trash. Okay, and I don't know why you're still with me, but I'm trash, and like thanks for putting up with my nonsense. And I feel like anytime a man is like that, like they're like, oh, anytime a man knows and he treats you like, or any time a man is aware that you are too good for him, you need to leave. Get up out of there, because he's gonna put you through more crap. It's just like, no. And he said about some strong black woman syndrome or something like that. He said about her, or strong black woman superpower. And I'm like, what? This man said that because he said, I'm gonna put you through hell and back, babes. Buckle up, because he really embarrassed this woman in front of all freaking national television. And then people are like, why they got chemistry though? Like, oh, I hate it for her. I really do. I hope she get a big fat check or something, some type of compensation for this nonsense. I don't know, but that was good old mess. We had a time in the timeline when that came out a couple of days ago. That was some good old fashioned mess. We had no scandal like that in a cute minute, and that was fun. It was fun. What I want to talk about is Letitia Wright and Kehlani being caught at a nightclub together, and they were dancing or whatever. And it's very interesting because ever since Black Panther 2 and the promo for the movie has been going on, people have been speculating that Letitia might be, you know, a little gay, just a little bit. Okay, what's that called? The fan edits that they be doing on Twitter and TikTok be cracking me up, and people are really, you know, lusting after Letitia, and rightfully so. She's a beautiful woman. And I love to see, you know, a dark-skinned woman getting love and attention. Like, why not? But of course, you know, a lot of people, like I said, are speculating that Letitia might be gay, right? Might be a little gay. I don't know why I keep saying a little gay, but people are assuming that she might be a lesbian, right? And the thing is that she is a very, she's very like religious. She's been very vocal about her religious beliefs. So people are assuming because she's so religious that how could she be gay? But I mean, I've seen it. I've seen plenty of Christian lesbian women. It's a thing. But also, yeah, so I don't know. She hasn't said anything yet. She recently made a TikTok, so she's definitely been seeing the vibranium strap comments that y'all be saying. Which is just hilarious as hell. Like, the internet is such an unserious place. But, yeah. But anyway, when it comes to, her and Kehlani, I don't think they're dating. I think that every time y'all think people is gay, every time y'all see Kehlani with a woman, y'all just assume that that's their girlfriend. I'm just like, or they could just be dancing together in a club. Like, you do with your friends all the time. Like, what's the big deal? It's just because you know that Kehlani is lesbian that y'all think that every person that they be dancing on is their girlfriend. And it's just like, no. Like, I don't think that that's what it is. I just think they might be friends. Like, relax. They just look like they're having a good time. For somebody that said they hate the club, Kehlani was loving the club that night, okay? But yeah, I just think they're having a good time. Also, Kehlani's major breakup. I doubt they're looking for anything serious right now. Like, I just think they're having a good time, and why not? Yeah, so there's that. I just wanted to bring that up. It's funny. The next thing is that Kenya Barris is not beating the Colorist allegations at all. Okay, so recently there has been a trailer for Kenya Barris's new movie with Netflix called You People. It stars Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Eddie Murphy, and Nia Long, and it's supposed to come out in January. And of course, when the trailer came out, people were like, wait a minute. Because the premise of the movie is basically that Lauren London and Jonah Hill are supposed to be dating, and I'm assuming that Lauren London is going to be introducing Jonah Hill to her parents, Nia Long and Eddie Murphy, which is like, that's a choice. Because I'm like, Lauren London, you're supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to believe that Eddie Murphy and Nia Long is Lauren London's parents? Be for real. Like, I want you to be for real. Because, yes, I know it's possible for dark skinned people to have a light skinned child, but, like, come on now. Come on now. Like, Kenya just couldn't resist. He just couldn't resist. He's like, yeah, there's too many darkies in this movie. We got to mix it up. But no. I just can't believe that man did it again. It's like he was right there, and then he just said, no, we got to put, no. And then I didn't know this, but Lauren London is mixed. Is that right? I didn't know that. I thought she was just black. I don't know, but yeah, whatever. Neither here nor there. I just think that Kenya Barris just couldn't resist. He couldn't resist like being colorist for one damn movie. Like he just couldn't do it. I guess the only time he's ever gonna have like a decent casting is in the fact that he helped produce that Kid Cudi animated movie the other day, and the love interest was a dark skinned woman. Like that's the only time it's gonna work because it's fiction. Like because it's I don't know because it's animated. I don't know because I'm shocked. I was shocked the love interest of that movie was like that dark skinned woman. Like I was just like really interesting. But yeah. This movie is giving like Guess Who or Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, whatever, give or take, whichever installation you want to think of. But you know, like black girl has white boyfriend and introducing white boyfriend to the black parents, and the black parents are skeptical, and white boyfriend has to spend the whole movie learning about the differences in black and white culture and trying to fit it and whatever. And he probably kind of is a slacker and doesn't really have his life together, and he's trying to prove himself to the disapproving, strict black daddy that has high expectations for his baby girl. That's what it's giving. Like, and I bet you that's the plot. So that's why I'm like, what's the point of this movie? Like, we've been here, we done that. Like, we've had the conversation already. Like, we understand that being in an interracial relationship can be complicated for sure, especially in these days and times. But like, it's done. It's been done. Like I said, the movie has been done. Okay. And also in real life, interracial couples exist. It's not a rarity anymore. It's not something like to be that you don't like. It's not like something that interracial relationships are not rare. There's plenty of interracial relationships all over the world. Like it's not that big of a deal to see a few people of different races come together. It's not that crazy. It's not a crazy concept. So like I said, for that to be explored in a film, it's just like, especially in the way that it's being presented, it's just like, what are we doing that, what is this movie doing that other movies that are similar in nature have done already? Like, also, what is Kenya Barris' fascination with biracial people and interracial marriages? What's that about? Because it's not even like he's biracial himself, or he's not biracial. He's not in a biracial marriage because his wife or ex-wife, I'm not sure if they separated. I remember seeing that some time ago, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that his wife is just biracial. So it's like, that's not really an interracial marriage. Not really. It's not even like he got a white wife. It's just like, what do we keep pushing interracial marriages on us for? Like, we get it. Like, come on. It's just weird. It's weird. And that's why he was getting... People were really just dragging that movie backward, dragging the trailer back and forth, or really dragging Kenya, not really the movie per se, because it's not a shade to any of those people. I think the cast is solid for what is probably going to be a pretty mid movie, which is what a shame, right? What a shame to waste people's time like this, but get a bag. But yeah, I don't understand. Like, from the casting choices to the actual movie itself, it just all seems like a big waste of time. But will I be watching? Maybe. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to review that movie, because I will. But Kenya Barris must be stopped. Him and Mindy Kaling's ass. Because I've been watching a new season of The Sex Life of College Girls, and the streets are saying, because I didn't get to finish, I'm only on like episode 3, but I saw on Twitter that the black girl is going to leave her black boyfriend for some white man, and I'm like, Mindy girl, what is your issue? And then like the other, the brown girl is gonna get with the white dude, the white nerdy guy, or they already been sleeping together and stuff. And I'm like, do y'all? What is her fascination with white men, especially like average looking white men at that? It's just like, because she did the same thing in Never Have I Ever. The main character, Davy, right? That's her name, right? Davy had a little brown boyfriend this season, and they had so much chemistry and things in common and whatever. And then she made them break up because the mama thought that Davy was crazy and he was being a coward and ghosted her. And I don't under. It's just to her to go back with Ben, even though I like me some Ben now. I do like Ben. I am Team Ben when it comes between Ben and Paxton. So sorry, but I'm just like, what? What's that about? That's just weird. But I'm really mad when that, because that boy that played Kaden, what a fine man. Oh, I need to see him in more things. He is so fine. But him and I think the girl's name was Whitney, right? That's what the black girl's name is. Sex Life of College Girls. That is what her name is, Whitney. They were so cute together. They seem like such a good couple. Like, why are they breaking up? And why is she with the white man again? She was in the white man with the white teacher in season 1. Like, please, I'm upset about that. But anywho, yeah, Minnie killed another one. Like, I need to really get that taken care of, because it's just like, how many times you're gonna keep making projects and making this the thing? Like, all right, like Shonda be doing it too, quiet as it's kept. Shonda love an interracial swirl situation as well. But you know, she has been a little, but again, she's not really in charge of Grey's Anatomy anymore. So should I really credit her for that? I don't know. But she like a swirl. She's good for a swirl too. And I'm not to say that like like I said, interracial relationships exist and they deserve to be seen, but it's just interesting when that is literally the sole representation of some of these minority creatives. Like, it's very interesting. That's all I'm saying. What I want to talk about real briefly is that Spotify Wrapped came out, okay? Spotify Wrapped came out, and let me tell y'all my Spotify Wrapped, okay? My top artist was none other than Kehlani, and that's no shock to anybody, especially not me, because Kehlani had me in an entire chokehold this year. Blue Water Road was my jam. I was stuck on it for months. It is Kehlani's best product to date. Debate with Your Mama. It is. Okay, and I loved it. Okay, the second person I believe was Lucky, which is no shocker. Lucky usually is my top person, but I listened to Kehlani just a little bit more than Lucky this year. My second artist, I don't remember the exact order of the next two, but it's either Giveon and then Blast, or Blast and then Giveon. Both of their projects I thoroughly enjoyed this year. And also the last artist, which is the biggest shocker of the night, okay, which is Drake, because it's a shocker because Drake has not been a top artist in my Spotify Wrapped in quite some years, because nothing Drake has put out in the past couple of years has been anything that I'm like super crazy over as a person who used to be a Drake stan. Okay, however, I have an idea as to why Drake was in my top 5. It's because that Lil Uns album. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is my truth, okay? This is my truth, and I'm living in it. That Lil Uns album I enjoyed. I did. And specifically, the song Flights Booked and A Keeper. Those two songs were in heavy rotation for like weeks. And I'm pretty sure that's exactly why Drake's up in there. Also, Get Along Better was also very heavy in rotation, even though it was on the previous album that came out last year. Better is one of Drake's best songs ever. Like, I don't care what no one says to me. I loved it. I love that song. I really do. It has a chokehold on me. But even this new album, I have not listened to, and I don't really plan on it at all. Especially after that nastiness he said about Meg. That really turned me off of even entertaining that album at this point. But yeah, so. But it's just funny. Like, Spotify Wrapped is always a fun time just to see what the people have been listening to all year. But yeah, Kehlani is my number 1 for this year. And I'm getting the vinyl Blue Water Road. I just ordered it on Urban Outfitters, and it's going to come. And I'm so excited because I collect vinyls. For those of y'all that don't know, if you guys want to see a video of me going through my collection, let me know. Because I have so much new vinyls coming in the next couple of weeks. And I'm so excited about it, so y'all let me know. But yeah. those are all the hot topics for the past week, I guess. Y'all let me know all your thoughts and opinions about all the things we discussed in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll definitely see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all.